Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Gemini for the rest of March. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you here to close out this month of March. Now, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you, Gemini. So right around the time that this reading is released, we do have the start of eclipse season, as well as a Mercury retrograde. So I actually did an entire reading on the eclipses. If you'd like to take a look at that, it'll be linked at the end of this video. But with the retrogrades, no need to fear. There might be some delays, but we have multiple retrogrades a year. So yes, all right, let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here and in view. All right, I think it's looking just about good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom, you have the Chariot. So the Chariot is an incredibly positive card to find in a tarot reading. This can talk about you driving forward with success. It's also the idea of as above, so below. You can see the sun on the canopy here. In other interpretations of this card, the canopy will have stars on it, indicating the universe. And then the sphinxes indicate Earth. They're connected to Earth. So it is true that the things we do here on Earth are reflected back out to the universe, right? So what positive actions, what positive steps do you want to take as you close out the month of March? This says that you can have quite a bit of success in an area. It's also a card of potentially moving residence. I will say for almost every air sign, there's been a message recently around changing your home, changing your residence in some way. It seems to be coming in, but it can also be connected to your vehicle for some of you. Why don't we go ahead and try to get some more information on this? So let's dive in here by taking a look at the Four of Pentacles, which is right away in the middle of the spread here. This middle card is important because it informs the rest of the cards. And the Four of Pentacles is a card that can indicate maybe that you're holding on to something. You may be afraid here at some point at the end of March to let go of something. You can see that this person's holding on to the pentacles. They're clutching the pentacles very closely to their chest. But the idea with this card is maybe you are really, really focused on your money situation. Like every waking moment of your day, you're thinking about money in some way. And this person can really release themselves from that mindset if they so choose. But it is true that we do need to take care of our needs, right? We do need to think about money in life, but money is really just one aspect of life, Gemini. And it's possible that in order to make this transition towards success that is, clearly here in the Chariot, that you have to give something up or you have to let go of something. Another way of looking at the Four of Pentacles is, they have four pentacles, which means they have something. And they're afraid to even just let go of one pentacle. And they may not realize that if they let go of one pentacle, if they place one pentacle somewhere, that one pentacle could turn into 10. And, it's this idea that sometimes we have to give something up to get something else type deal. So I'm kind of getting this energy of compromise that's coming into my mind here, Gemini. Where do you need to make a compromise in your life? This could be in so many different areas, right? This could be compromising around family situations, monetary situations, work situations, but there may need to be a compromise that needs to be made here. You then have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in the first column. So I really like this energy for you. You're thinking about your financial freedom. You're thinking about your financial independence in March. The Nine of Pentacles is a very positive card for money. And it can say that if you look at the Nine of Pentacles, this actually syncs pretty well with what I was saying with the Four of Pentacles. The idea with this card is they are financially independent, right? But they are not just focused on their finances. They have one hand here towards their money, but they have another hand available for other things in life, right? You can see that they're holding this bird here. I like to say that that's maybe their hobbies, their talents, their interests, other life areas. So while they are financially independent, while they are for all intents and purposes, they are financially set. They are not all consumed by their money situation. They are free to do other things. And perhaps you are thinking about how can I get there if you're not there yet, or maybe some of you are. But you're thinking about this. I see money being on your mind pretty heavily here, Gemini. It is possible that maybe there's you have to spend some money on a vehicle, right? Some of you may need to do vehicle maintenance, or there may be something. Yeah, there may be something that comes up with your vehicle. Maybe there's a unexpectedly bigger expense, an expense that you weren't expecting, and it's maybe a little bit bigger than you thought. With the Two of Swords, it's sort of like there needs to be some fact gathering. The Two of Swords may come forward when somebody's trying to remove your voice or mute your voice. Somebody that, somebody in your life may be not allowing you to express yourself fully. But you always have the power, if you so choose, to express yourself in the way that you need to do it. It can be challenging. It can be like, it can bring about fear, right? Inner fear around saying the things that we need to say. But maybe some of you here on another end, on the other end, not in a way that is not around your self-expression, the Two of Swords may suggest that you need to gather some facts. You need to get some more data around this financial matter here. Overall, this is very positive, especially this diagonal. There may even be diagonals in the spread of directions you're headed. There may even be somebody here that is available to help you with this knowledge. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles may be a lender. This may be a financial lender or a financial advisor. Somebody could give you some good advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you advice. Just to be clear, but somebody could show up in your life to show you that. You then have the Ten of Cups, which is a extremely positive card for family situations. It's like basically everything you want emotionally. It's like total happiness in life. And the Ten of Cups is also a card I associate with real estate. So there's something about the dwelling, the living situation, right? The place that you dwell, the place that you reside. This could be showing up for review, or there could be an issue around that situation that shows up here in March. You have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So in this case, you are the Queen of Swords in this reading, okay? You are an air sign. Queen of Swords is an air sign. And the Queen of Swords, the thing is, the Queen of Swords acts decisively in an area of life. And you have this, again, with this idea of like holding on to something. The Four of Pentacles is not acting decisively. They're kind of frozen. They're frozen around their current situation. Then you have this Eight of Cups, which represents you walking away from something that's disappointing you in your life. Sorry about that, Gemini. The video cut out here. So you've got this walking away energy with the Eight of Cups. And I think the thing that's kind of tripping me up here as the reader is, it's possible that you really want to move on something, right? It's possible here that you want to make a financial move, or there's something that you want to move on, but you're not necessarily seeing the path, you're not necessarily seeing the solution here with the Two of Swords. Here's the thing, below the surface looks really good for you. This lower row is what's happening below the surface, or what you can't see. Okay, so below the surface, there's some area in your life right now that is providing you with an extreme amount of happiness, or that will be made available, or that will be made clear or obvious here at some point towards the end of March, maybe into April, with that Ten of Cups. But there's also another area that you feel like something that you need to let go of with the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Very clearly something that you're wanting to let go of here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this final column. You have the Justice card, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So Justice card is the Libra, the sign of Libra in the tarot. And the other thing about the Justice card, there are so many things. It's your karma in life, right? Karma is all about our actions. We're always creating karma or paying off karma based on the actions and the steps we're taking in life. That's truly what the Justice card is about. And it says, really, at the end of the day, that all parties will get the outcome that they deserve. And that is based on your actions. And so it's kind of this like karmic scale type of energy when you get the Justice card. It's also an energy of balance as well, just generally around balance. But I want to point out that there's also a blindfold on the person on the Justice card here. So I think it would be wise, if this is your reading in March, is there some fact gathering that you need to have? And I've said that a few times now, so I'll just throw that message out there for the last time, unless it comes in again in the clarifications. The other thing is you have this Five of Swords. The other advice I wanted to say with the Justice card is, if you really want to see this like Nine of Pentacles come in, right? If you're not there yet, maybe some of you are already there. Maybe the message is for you, you need to take a little bit of a break, right? Like maybe you are financially set and you need to dedicate or devote more time to your hobbies or your interests, right? And maybe, giving yourself an opportunity to step away or step back from always thinking about money, money, money. But if you're not there yet and you want to make this Nine of Pentacles happen, it is true. It is like very, very important for you to, take the right actions and to actually move out of the thinking about it and into the doing about it. That is definitely showing up in this reading. The Five of Swords is potential loss. I do see that some of you here are going to have maybe an expense or something like this that you're not seeing, or you may already have had that with the Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords. The thing is that it does seem like there's support available, and it seems like this is something you can work through. I feel like this could be connected to a vehicle, or also maybe a trip that you have to take or that you want to take with the Chariot. You then have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is, again, this can be somebody this is somebody who's very good with money, but it also, I'm thinking like lending or lenders, something like this here that's showing up. Why don't we go ahead and clarify this even more? We're going to start by pulling some Oracle cards here, and we'll get some Oracle messages for you. All right, let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that's what we'll take. Energy on the bottom for you is Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. I do think that there's something maybe that's a little stale, or something that is kind of like leaving you feeling hesitant with the Four of Pentacles here in the middle. And maybe there is an opportunity to reignite your passions in some way. You then have Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul, as well as Hermit, retreat to recharge and heal. Yeah, definitely feeling some healing in the financial areas for you. This is definitely just front and center. This is not a love reading. This is very clearly about money stuff in this reading. You then have Autumn, release the old and rest. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, as well as Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. All right, so here's the thing. There was an eclipse last fall. You'll have to look up the exact dates. They're escaping me right now. But there's an eclipse last fall, and the way that eclipses work is they kind of tie into each other, right? It's like different phases and cycles, and the previous eclipses and the future eclipses all kind of have a cycle to them. Okay, and it's possible that last fall, as we are looking at moving into eclipse season basically right now, it's possible that something happened last fall that's coming back in for review now. Okay, this could definitely be showing up here for you with that with this financial situation as well. But this idea of make plans and focus, I think, is also very important. As you have this Justice card, you will be rewarded for healthy action at this time in a big way, Gemini. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at pulling some additional tarot cards here. Let's see what tarot cards want to come forward for you. And we'll try to get some more details on this reading. All right. You have Four of Wands, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles again. Big card for you. So I love to see the Star with the Two of Swords. Here's the deal with the Four of Pentacles twice. What I feel like saying is, Gemini, you can choose to be happy at any time, right? Like I'll tell you personally, I just found myself saying the other day, "Oh, I'll be happy on Friday. I'll be happy when all of this is done." It was about something that I was working on in a different area of my life, but I was like, I'll be happy when all of this is done. And as soon as I said that, I thought to myself, well, I could just be happy now, you know? It's not done now, but I could just choose to be happy now. Why am I like delaying? Why am I putting this whole like wanting to be happy off for Friday? Why don't I just do it now, you know? Why don't I just be happy now? And it's sort of like with this Ten of Cups, it is extreme happiness. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's like hesitation, right? It's holding on to something. It's not like letting go of something. And it's almost like I feel like saying that you could choose to be as happy as you want in this moment if you want to, because it's available to you and you may not like see it. Yeah. But this is your most important card in this reading, this Four of Pentacles. The star is basically healing in the tarot. It's a great card for good health, but it says that you can connect to some level of tranquility in your life. You can feel like you are at peace with something with the star card. And whatever's going on in your mind with the Two of Swords, right? It's the Two of Swords can be like, I'm feeling like trapped or locked in my mind, or I just can't see something, and it's like going back and forth, ruminating type of deal. The star says the star is bringing in this idea of tranquility around those maybe abundance of thoughts that you have. The other thing about the star is it is wish fulfillment in the tarot. And so you have this wish and this dream maybe around financial stability. I would say financial stability and financial independence with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. And this is available to you. It's based on your actions. It's all leading back to the actions. And also the way that you're choosing to feel and the way that you're choosing to sort of frame this situation. I oftentimes find that it's very positive and it works very well for me to reframe situations, just like the example I gave you where I'm like, I reframed that thing I just said, which is, I'll be happy on Friday. And I reframed it to, why can't I just be happy now? So this idea of like reframing could be very, very positive for you in your situation. You have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands now in this reading. So I love the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is, it can talk about somebody who's like a jack of all trades. You may be juggling a lot of things right now. This could also be why you're feeling a little overwhelmed with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, feeling a little trapped. But you may be juggling a lot, and you may have an abundance of skills in different areas of life. The Knight of Wands is one of the skill cards in the tarot, but the Knight of Wands also talks about a move, a change in residence, a move to a new place or a new home. And, this is a card that always comes forward, I've found, when people are ready to move. It can be about trips and journeys. It's a card of adventure. It's a very positive card. It's a very, very positive card. So I don't know if this is going to happen in March, but there was maybe something back from October that is now coming back in for review, maybe around a home situation. Moving home or moving away from home, something like this, with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here. You then have, or it could be just changing your residence as well. And maybe there were some events that happened back in October. The Eight of Swords, I've already talked about this a lot. It's just kind of like repeating messages here with Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, feeling like resistant or feeling hesitant in money situations. The Page of Cups is an offer to be happier. In this case, it can be a love offer, but it's an offer to be happier in some area of your life. And the big message for you is you can turn on that happiness if you want. That's what it feels like. You then have the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Well, there is a love story showing up here at the end of the reading. This was not a love reading, but Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, this is definitely like a courtship type of energy. For the singles out there, it's definitely a positive development in love situations. Could be pretty passionate as well with the Ace of Wands, but this was the overarching theme of this reading is about your money, right? I've talked about it the whole time. And, it's sort of like, I keep saying the same stuff. So the Knight of Cups and the Knight and the Page of Cups says that you can connect to some dream that you have. The Page of Cups is kind of looking into the cup and they're dreaming and they're thinking about what could be. maybe in their love situation, but in any other area of life. And same with the Knight of Cups. The difference is the Page is an offer and the Knight is an event. You then have the King of Pentacles, which is a counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles. So, we do have some love kind of connection here showing up. It seems to be pretty positive, but there's some hesitance in the love scenario here that's showing up between one of the two of you. It's almost like you want this person to court you, but they haven't, right? There's some hesitation. I don't know, hesitance maybe was not the right word, but there's some hesitation that is forming in this reading. Then the Ace of Wands. I think by the end of March or sometime early April, you'll start to build more momentum, okay? Particularly after the retrograde. The retrograde lasts about 3 weeks and it starts on March 15th. So particularly after like first week of April, things are really going to start pushing forward. But the Ace of Wands is a very, very positive card. All right, let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more here, Gemini. Let's pull some of these fortune cards here, these Kipper cards, and see what we have for you. All right, okay. All right, we'll leave those two cards there because they did not want to be picked up for whatever reason. We'll look at those. You have Marriage, False Person, Main Male, Courthouse, Change, and you have Great Fortune. Wow. Let's take a look at what these are. Distant Horizons and Occupation. Well, I love that for you. So the Occupation and Great Fortune card says that there could be a significant increase in your financial situation based on some sort of self-employment or business that you own. This is a combination that the author talks about. It's very, very positive for those who are business owners, whether it's a small business or a big business, or you're just a self-employed person, or you're an entrepreneur. Very positive sign for this when you get that combination. I do think that there could be positive changes in your work situation, and maybe this whole thing about like hesitation around money situations is connected to like asking for a raise or looking for a job. The Distant Horizon card is, interestingly enough, this can indicate like 1 to 3 months in the future, I believe. 1 to 3 months in the future when you get the Distant Horizons card. And so there could be like a positive change here showing up sometime like mid-April around this whole money situation. But the events that happen now are very, very important because you're sort of planting seeds here. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.